Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. So tonight I am just been hanging around. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So going to retie this guy up to this stage and then carry on, because then better get more practice with this pattern, and that way if I run into issue like proportions or what have you, I can then just retie again, and I have this to base off of. And this is an attempt to learn the warm water fly tires super silver minnow for bass and panfish. So I want to put this on something. Okay. So organize a little bit more back here. Got some books. And oh, that's the thing I found in my big old bin. So stash this level. Ooh, boy was it rainy today. It was cold and rainy all day. Florida did get snow, and in the panhandle, inches, which just wild. We are wishing the best for their plants, because I can't imagine what the plants are like. They're probably put the that was the sound of plants, but just retying up to this point, and it's what I was working on last night. The braided French tinsel that came in the kit, just braiding some of that to make a nice flat wrap. So I'll put this here. I'll put this here. So let me get this in front. Come! Hope y'all having a Dixie Swink. That is a sweet name. Good, how you doing? Hello, John. Yeah, no, it's therapeutic. To be fair, I I enjoy crafts, like handcrafts. Can never learn how to knit though. Crochet a little bit, but can't read patterns or anything. Like I can, but it takes a really, really good amount of time. So, let's see. You know what? Dear Lord. Facebook Live. New Hampshire. Anywho. Hey Carlos, how you doing tonight? I can imagine the comments is gonna be a little hectic. It is quite late, and usually go around. I guess I can't really say that. I usually go on at a random time, I suppose, working on that. But stuck on a loop indeed, especially these last few years. I tell you what, I feel like, I mean, even time feels like it's going by faster, as if we, I don't know, changed. I mean, we're always drifting somewhere, right? And nobody knows really to or from what. And what happens if you get closer to or from something, time starts getting for like, I don't know. I don't want to say researching. I like just delving into a bunch of different directions, but for some reason space has always been the one that I don't know how we're all like just maintaining sanity so well. I mean, you know, I might be in a little bit of a time, but you know, times they come and they go. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. Let me look this up. I should just grab a computer. That'd be easier. It just doesn't really keep a charge. But I want to get the proportions right. So, I'll find more furniture on the side of the road. I'm in the corner of my parents' house. That I kind of haven't really, yeah. So, little corner, not at my desk. Haven't been at my desk for a good month now. However, you know, managing this corner pretty dang well. If anything, when at least I'm seated back here, I can focus like tenfold because minimal distraction and, well, it's, never mind. That's not true. What was I doing? But so I just want to keep the pattern up, and I found on Warm Water Fly Tire, and one of y'all recommended that site. I'm not, what? No, not, oh, hey, that fit. Nice. Alright, so getting right into it. It's quite, sorry about the light, but it's here. Florida is good. It's really cold. It's been cold and rainy pretty much all day, and could not stay awake. A family friend came over, and you know, pets dogs have company, so I used that time to immediately disappear and take a nap, I swear. And that I did instantly. Freezing. But heater's back up. It's an old little Florida house, so original AC unit and all of that. And it wasn't working, but now she does. I took a few pictures of the fan, I'm guessing. Please excuse my ignorance there. But the fan, because it was quite intense. Big old, I'm guessing aluminum. It was pretty. I do really like aluminum. I have a piece right here. A long time ago, melted a ant hill, or poured a bunch of aluminum down an ant hill, and it's pretty neat. I still had a fragment here, because there's a bunch of fragments. The ants, probably that they were better off with that than, you know, being poisoned. So they were like right by a walkway, and there was just a bunch of scrap aluminum, so, you know, involved. And made a kiln of sorts, I guess. Maybe just like a heat chamber. And bricks and ran a pipe. Can't remember what was used. I think maybe a fence post, metal fence post, and my hair dryer, and that kept the heat circulating for the aluminum to melt. And just used, I believe, a steel paint can because it had a higher melting temperature than aluminum. I just mixed it like it was soup. Still want to do that again, just to pour on something else, like anything. Chevy, yes, I'm learning to tie flies, but a few months in, there's some things that I don't need, like, it's like the in-betweens, like the how to hold your hands. Oops. Wow, I just said that. An immaculate brain fart. What am I doing? Okay, so it's been raining and cold. Rain, like, it puts me out. I guess the cat was screaming in my face last night and I slept through it. I feel really bad about that because the cat is blind and deaf, and I did not hear him at all. At all. His name is Swagger. He also was born with a deformity. He has one paw that's kind of like a little shorter. Well, his leg is shorter than the other, and the paw is like, I'll show y'all. He's very sweet. He's elderly now, and so it's been very cold and stuff. So he's been sleeping on the couch, and that's where I've been. It's been nice. So cat again, essentially. My cat. I think why did I overthink that so much? So what happened today? Oh, went to one appointment with the nurse and navigator to discuss the port installation into my father's chest. So that's nice. And yeah. And it's pretty sweet though because the lady's office has like a love seat in it, and every time we walk by the actual exam room, or to go to the actual exam rooms, we walk by that office. It always looks so cozy. And got to go in there today. Just trying to cocoon this up a little bit. And maybe put some glue. Let's bring both out. My dad's been watching these Vietnamese channels of like there'll be a woman like fishing and gardening. God, I couldn't stop watching it either. And I've seen quite a few of those videos, and because I mean Vietnam is one of the most beautiful countries, and people too. The last time my dad and I fished together was a few months ago. Well, yeah, a few months ago. And I was catching butterfish, I believe, which biggest regret not bringing one back to try. But there's these Vietnamese guys that, when I caught one, they asked if they could have it. And I was like, is it good to eat? They're like, Americans don't like it. I'm like, hey. So that means it's really good. But I caught him about 6 or 7 of them, so it was cool. I didn't mind. Kept pulling them up, but still to this day I haven't pulled up one out of there. Wait, backtrack. This is so different than, I must have put way more lead going down the body yesterday. So this looks like my gimbal is. So let's see, maybe I should get a different feather. Such sturdy feathers, I tell you what. These flank feathers. Can't get enough of them. Well, this is the first pattern I've really attempted learning using flank feathers thus far. Because I'm gonna make this one for Code, because he is right by a lake full of panfish and bass. So, if I succeed in learning to tie this fly in proportion, please do let me know if y'all will want one too. And again, if you have donated to the GoFundMe, please do, one way or another, email, Facebook, Instagram, so I can ship out and like if there's a specific pattern, more than happy to attempt here. I have a decent amount of supplies with me, like the basics for sure. Excuse me. Or if you would like something specifically for saltwater, got you. And that will improve learning intensely, having some real world feedback also. And that also stands for anyone who may want to test any beginner tied flies. I don't foresee me having much time in the next few while, and I still haven't been able to do so. The pier, it just hasn't even been on my mind this time. Little brutally distracted, but on the other side of that, the dredging, it's rough. It's just all churned up right now. So it says half a hook shank. Half a hook shank, a flank. Let me just pull that out a little bit. Alright, just. I should, yeah. Because last time, I have to excuse me. I just don't want it to become like uneven. Excuse me when I put my face right up to the camera. This is Hi, a fly-tying channel now. After all, and we're all humans, so we all like, I don't know. Yeah. Does wonders for self-awareness. Dreaming. I think it is ironic because I am a quiet person in real life. Like silently smiling. That is me in person. And like every now and then you'll hear, ah. Not even kidding. I know this because when my friends, I don't want to say mock, but you know what I mean? Like playfully make fun of you, like when you impersonate someone. That's what everyone seems to do. I don't know. That's the pattern, though. Hope everyone's having a beautiful night. Hey, halibut head. Very nice. I really do gotta swing by. I wish they made this so I could do that stuff. I just don't understand. You used to be able to go to channel. Gosh. Come to me in America? Out of curiosity, Big Papa Frog, where do you think I am? What is crazy? Hey. Hello over. Hey, Mr. Self-Destruction! Host jacket. Right on. Pretty good, Durba or Drupa. Somebody went through too. How are you? Hello, host. Hello, my life. Well, these are rather. Somebody went through two. Or, oops. 132. Try learning to tie flies. The worms are in my head and they were. Or. What? Why the skirt? I couldn't tell you that. It's a dress. Looks like Twilight Zone. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Hey, everyone! Hey, Quack Attack! Hey, UFO Hunter! Dan Brown ran out of olive oil. Very cool. Bait for fishing, yes, sir. Wish I could make a sweater. Okay, so let me get a little bit more. Because this glue is head cement, but it's a little thicker. So when I'm trying to finagle a body, I will get more familiar with more supplies eventually. So, okay, something's gotta change. Well, I gotta hurry up on this. I just want it to be a little smoother for that braid to lay flat. Maybe also like a little ramp there. Not sure. Just so at least tucking it will be easier, maybe. Trying to get it as smooth as possible. Oh, dang it. Okay, it's okay. So, I wanted to leave a little extra room because this is pretty thick, so that's gonna stash. That's it. Yeah. So, dang, I need to get different clothes, like even colors. So this is that braid. Focus. Damn it. Focus. Focus. So this braid is just, let me get this down a little bit more. It's just this French tinsel, and those just came in a kit. However, I haven't used it very much, but needed some diamond braid or some woven braid for this guy and his body. Let me get this and a gimbal because I forgot my tripod and Code's car code lock here. I don't fly fish yet. I have a magic, or Code and I actually met you a little super affordable. Surely not the, not spectacular, but get you out there and like whipping it. I don't mean to. Okay. Anyway, Amazon rod and reel setup that just came pre-lined, all that. However, I hope I have enough of this to wrap it. I just realized. Let me pull it down more, maybe. So, I would really like to find a saltwater setup because I am right by the coast, and that is where I think I'll probably be the most. Unfortunately, the freshwater here is any local is just a little too inaccessible. There's the lake down the street, but like can't get in the water. There's gators and I'm pretty dang familiar with gators. However, I'm not looking to get like zenned out like in water with them, because out in the swamps it really is, I don't just say that, it really is pretty wild still. They're overdeveloping it right now. However, it's pretty dang wild. Like instead of lions and tigers and bears, oh my, it's boars and snakes and gators, oh my. Beautiful things, but you know. Alright, so isn't that bright? Not brilliant. I'm sorry. I just, it's something so simple. And there's no fly tying shops near me. And so I'm also redigging through forums to find what people used to do before all these immaculate materials were on the market. My favorite, which I mention often, is one that would go to like the mall, Christmas displays, and grab some tinsel. Please, please, please have enough, or else I'm gonna definitely backtrack because I don't really want this. Well, shoot. I think we might make it. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, let me do this for myself real quick. Please don't mind my hands. I do stuff with them. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna cut that knot, because then those cords, those fibers will kind of lay flatter. Yeah. So here we. Oi, Mom! Come quick. I need help. Okay. So I got to the point we left off. Just about, right? Okay, like head shape. There's gonna be some. Okay. Anywho. Got to the same. Hold on. Got to the same. How do you say it? Step as the one we left off on. Now I'm just going to paint some penetrator on the body and keep those. Eric P, very cool. Cape Town. Snug, red Roman, tuna, and dye for crayfish, and Paroma. Oh, I gotta look this up. Let me take a. That's very cool. I'll have to look up Pearl Mom. Alright, why is this? Okay. I am so confused. So, well, let me just let that dry for a second, because I just feel like nothing went on. I am in desperate need for a fresh bottle of this. I just have to wait until I need a few more things. Like I could figure out what to land on, because I could get free shipping. Oh yeah. And Complete Angler, obviously what is that called? Sponsored. But Complete Angler has a point program, so you can have a dollar per dollar point trade-off So after you get 200 points, I believe it's 20 bucks you get off. So I think that's pretty neat. Like, I'm a sucker for that. And freebies. So if you have any flash shops that have like small scraps of stuff, it just ooh, yeah. But managed to get just about the basics. Haven't found anything locally. Not many craft stores or anything like that. I haven't checked out this Walmart near here, and also Resource Depot I still want to try to get to. If anybody is in Palm Beach County, there is a craft store called Resource Depot. Restaurant Depot is also very sick, but Resource Depot, craft supplies. You get a bin, you fill it with craft supplies. It's secondhand. There's old craft supplies, donated ones. It's incredible. I've never been in my life, but plenty of people have recommended it, and I finally did look it up, and I was like, dang, I wish I listened sometimes, or like remembered to look things up, because I would have been there years ago for sure. Okay, so we are the oldest fishing family in South Africa. Holy jokes. Do you have a channel, Eric P? Exactly, a barracuda. Oh. It says, let me see. Very cool, man. Oh, I read that a snook. But, you know, that's the biggest reason why I never made a channel. And I actually wanted to for years, because, like, my whole life I ran an Etsy and just sold random handmade stuff. Whatever, like, phase of crafts I was into that year. Would change every couple of them. But, yeah, I highly recommend. Even if it's just your desk or thoughts. I think it's pretty vital, honestly, nowadays to have thoughts of real people that have like a deeper appreciation of the real world naturally, and because then I don't know. Like I wish my dad would honestly make a channel just minute-long videos of random things he's observed in life and just observed by living. I think all that is very, I mean, it's, you know, a snapshot, a glimpse, or snapshots, glimpses. Let's see, hooks. Definitely had an interesting day, especially in the last hour. Holy crap. I lost it. I lose everything instantly. It's unnatural. So, is there a load of different sized hooks in here? So, just gotta physically hold them up to one. I'm definitely tired. I just was about to start this whole thing again. That's why I grabbed a hook. But anyway, I was just waiting for it to dry. Gosh, I wasn't done with it. Mine's on autopilot a little bit for a few things. The small ones here are for barracuda. Oh, sorry. Yes. Code and I were at the boat ramps at Blue Heron. No, not this one. I'm not good enough for this yet. It's just thick. The gunk is really quick drying, and it gets stringy, and I just I never code it in time, I think. Oh no. Okay. Just, it feels so like it's not doing anything. But it's getting to that point where the brush is only half submerged in the glue. But I genuinely love this stuff. It's just a thin glue with a brush attached to the cap, hairline, penetrator, and it's like $6 a bottle. Incredible. And they have a few different types. There's also a thinner, and this one in the blue bottle is head cement, which looks gorgeously smooth and clear when I'm able to get it fast enough. However, definitely feel like it's gonna take a little more practice. Oh, go-to channel. I could do it from this phone. That's very cool, Eric. Oh, that's incredible. Wahoo! Very nice. Good. I think a lot of those are. I don't know which fish are considered highly migratory, but it's really neat to see the maps. I don't think. I think you can eat small barracudas. Like, I think got. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's like 23 inches. I totally forgot. Oh, I have it here. So barracuda should be on here. 36 inches. Oh wait, no. Okay, nothing less than 15 inches or more than 36 inches for barracuda. And there's a spot under a bridge in here in Southeast Florida, Phil Foster, but under the bridge you'll see baby barracudas. Oh my gosh, they do be cute. They're motionless. I've only seen a few like bigger ones. They're usually quite small. I'd say like teenage barracudas, but they are so interesting to watch because they're motionless. They're still really intense. And hogfish, like down there swimming, look like angelic. Like every time I see depictions of them, it's always they're kind of either a little goofy looking, but in the water they're like they have the most like I don't know, like the in the ID books and stuff, they look like they would say stuff like "chia," and but in real life it's like old like maybe like a Fantasia centaurs, like angelic and very graceful, and they just like. Anyway, this is done. Okay. So moving on. Stoked on this. Got the perfect little plouf of marabou because now is the time to add some color. And I've been wanting to add these kind of rainbow fish for a good minute now, but it has taken a minute to kind of accumulate stuff because, yeah. And last month I've been here at my parents'. For anyone who's new here, my dad was diagnosed with throat cancer, and it's like a few months ago. It was a tiny little one, like we thought it was a swollen lymph node. Holy trucks! So that last month been here, about an hour away from like my desk. So managed to get most of it. And thank you again, Code, because you schlepped it all over and like dug through my stuff to make sure I had at least stuff to keep my mind and hands busy. Very cool, Eric. Tampa, yeah. Disneyland is Orlando, or is that near Tampa? I live here and I have no idea. But I don't know. But I've been to Tampa once. Been to Orlando once. Haven't been to the Keys though. If you ever come back, you should definitely go there. Code's been a few times. What? What's it that say? I'm so confused or so curious. I thought it just said first to see live or something. Holy trucks. Very scary when the breach closed though, I bet. Holy mackerel. We saw one, it's like, there's a lot of spots where you can see a ton of sharks, like, Palm Beach County, Palm Beach Inlet, or Lake Worth Inlet, some people call it. I think it's called Lake Worth Inlet. Anyway, inlet. There's a jetty that goes out, and that is absolutely swimming with them. But it'll be a long while in between times you see them. And under the bridge, it's like there's just about everything. Eels. Haven't seen octopus yet, but just about everything you can think of. Seen cuttlefish, and there's tons of starfish, littered with starfish, and obviously the barracuda and sheep's head. Just tons of stuff, but only seen one shark thus far, and it swam by with the added like as if he was whistling or something. Because I've seen sharks before plenty, but this one in particular was just like just I hate my modern mind sometimes. He was just chill. It's just it's very chill. So I'm gonna refill my cup real quick, and also I realized, wow, I don't wanna overthink that. So, oh, sweet, I did subscribe. Good job. I always forget. Anyway, hey, little big TDS. I think that's like, yeah. I kind of want to just try one more layer. This time, get ready for it. Oh gosh, good thing I didn't open that cap before moving extremely. I think you gotta be quicker. So let that dry once more and then. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to aggressively set it down. Oh. Yeah, we're on the Atlantic coast. The Gulf Stream where I am, code 2, is pretty dang close. I think the closest it comes to, I'm not sure where, because I don't know how close it is to, anyway, very close, and so it's really, really good area for fishing. Palm Beach County, and it's Southeast Florida, kind of in the center of the state, if you will, like center bottom, because you have Keys and all that, which I still haven't been down there, and I'm not sure how. I haven't seen a spring either, and I'm dying to see a spring. We have the most freshwater springs in the world, and unfortunately, Florida is being taken over currently. Just as any place good is built by locals. Yeah. Anyway, it's very sad. But I'm going to just refill this real quick and move on to the Marabu. Oh, I have all the lights on, so I can't see a thing. Let's see now. Alright, got this. Security coffee. I really want to make some of these also. I'm not sure what this material's called. I've seen similar things in on sites, supply tying materials, kind of that my dad's tackled. But alright. It's a sinker, kind of like a figure 8 shape, or a snowman. I'm guessing for trolling. I'm only guessing. Or like a teaser. I'm also only guessing. But pretty neat. Got a few colors. Dug out. Okay with it. Alright, and I should be fully charged. Just gotta get some feathers out. And red, light green, not sure. I want to get every single color possible, because my overall goal also would be to tie for others in the future. Like, you can always hit me up. I'm more than happy to tie, because I just tie them here. So, you know, ain't no thing. And get to learn how to tie for every area. You know, like, just because I might not be somewhere doesn't mean someone else isn't, and it would be an honor to provide such a what would you call it? But anywho, let's see. Alright, one more moment. Who's up? Hey, Yasu, how you doing tonight? Welcome back. Pretty good. I've come. Also, please do subscribe to Code Block's channel, because it's a whole nother, the whole other side of the coin. And you'll be able to see all the Kento updates, and if you have any, like, any things that you want on Kento, like, I'm more than happy to attempt it in pixel art, but also, like, things like, actions, and, like, if you want certain stuff. It's a game slash social, like, sphere slash world builder, and that's where the pixel art comes in, so. Like, I tried to make Roseanne's couch. Like, I'm more than happy to try to make anything. It won't be the best pixel art, however, I have a good time. So, there's that. And, pretty soon going to be doing, like, spaces where people just, like, share cool stuff. Like, materials. Like, the best supplies and the whys. And, like, things that, like, they've observed or noticed in life, and what tools they find most useful. Because if you find something extremely useful, well, you've already put in all this work finding out, like, what makes this the most useful thing, and I think that is the ideal information to, like, have a little social sphere that kind of says out loud to be to simply, or I don't know how to, yeah. One moment. Oh my good sound. Woo! There. 1, 2. I think I piece of black. Okay. Ready now. For sure this time. Stay hydrated. Ooh, yeah, my dad's getting a port in his chest. Intense, man. Whole thing. Oh, it's a brass kitty. Very nice. Alright. So, oh, a lighter. I didn't notice that before. Nice. Tabletop lighter. Heavy, too. Very nice. And of course, these guys. Oh, let me get the better one. When I was a kid, I used to pretend I was Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. I'm not even kidding. There's tons of them everywhere. I got my dad. Ooh, whoops. I got my dad this. And a train. I should grab the train. That's a recreation. But I love any tin, like painted tin. It's always so vibrant and surreal. And the metal, like, kind of forms, you know, stamps forms together. Everything about it. I love the tin toys. I want to keep this one out so I can dust her off. Let me grab the train. It's small. Choo choo. That's another recreation, I'm sure. But pretty neat. It was so hard to part with, but I knew my dad loved the shite out of it. My dad also collects old doohickeys. Got me into a very young age. My first memories is a brass compass at a flea market. Magical. Magical experience. Magical. So, gonna get some tendrils. Not sure. Barbs. Please excuse me, I got it. So, let me grab the Ziploc filing system for now. Okay. So, first thing, I cut this where the strip is so it doesn't stick to the feathers when I pull them out. How do y'all, if there's any fly tyers here, or if anybody's family members perhaps, how do y'all store your feathers? Like by species? Color? Because I think that's one of the hardest parts. I just want, just want feathers that have more kind of tendrils. And not like as floofy at the end, so at least I think. Beautiful. I can't get enough. I used to use only found feathers and all of my jewelry back when they did Etsy pretty hard, which on and off for pretty much as soon as I was able to make one. I don't know if it's still like that, but it used to have to be a certain age to be able to make one on Etsy. Why didn't I pull a green out? Okay, I think I overthought that enough. Orange and blue are next as far as blood quell colors that I want to acquire. Alright, so first is the yellow. And I'm gonna zoom on in, so hey Coop, how you doing it? Zoom over there. This time move a little closer. Easier to see. Probably the wrong color to wear, because until I add the more colorful fibers, it kind of disappears against the maybe I'll grab this. It just fell off a feather and it just at the time seems like that's what it's like. I've discovered those channels where it's it'll be like a woman living in the mountains, like fishing and gardening, and I love it. I love the shows that are not the ones that are obvious, like, you know, for the gentleman with taste. I guess that's what I always see in the comments. But anywho, the ones that are like legit, just someone living their incredible life. And it's been nice. Nice switch up from the action genre. Now I'm curious as to if I should add the tips. No, right? No, it does specify side. Okay, I just kind of forgot that this feather is a little too angelic. So floof. It's very beautiful. And it says to place these slightly longer than the tail. So we shall do exactly that. Very nice code. Here we go. A little more back. I always forget that cup of water and I'll do it. I think it's because it does take a second for it to dry. And just get these little bits. Gosh, hands are intense up close. I gotta work on the lighting. But my arse is blind. My dad's my dad's friend left his glasses here the other day, and my dad was like, "Put them on," and I did, and whoa, crystal clear. It just My eyes are a little fuzzed up from, I think, decades of being outside Florida with no sunglasses on. Ooh, a little too tight. But I really have been enjoying watching those shows with my dad because the ones that have been coming on have been really emphasized on fishing, and it's just really cool because that's exactly what I was saying not too long ago, how I wanted to. When I was learning a lot about plants, because every few years I tried to grow like as many plants as I can, and yeah, I can grow a lot with just about nothing. And like I could, if especially if you're in a tropical area, at least it would take me some time to know the. Why isn't that beautiful? What is that? Oh, let me backtrack. Okay. Okay, so let me backtrack once more. That's the beauty of this, and we are a beginner here. One of the many beauties. Okay, sorry for the silence. Hope everyone's having a beautiful night. I do enjoy to say that. Now we're going in with some yellow. I love this color combination. Now this pattern does include blue at the very end. We do not have blue currently, so fortunately there will be no blue. Unfortunately there will be no blue. Ah! Alright. Strip the fibers from the side of a yellow marabou plume and tie them in so that they are the same length as the white marabou feathers. I gotta have this angled just a little bit right now. Think is good. feed you some glue in there. What time is it in your part of the world? It is... Oh, what happened? Don't like when that happens. Okay. What happened? Okay. So, green. Red. Can I get some red in there now? Trying to think up some color combinations for these for the local area because I really like doing that braid, which after I do this, I am going to make some more of that. Maybe try some color combinations. And yeah, it's just the French braid. See? This pattern he uses yellow, orange, green, and chartreuse. Oh, and white. Okay. Felt that one getting caught up. Okay, that's let's see. Alright. I had to hold my breath there for a second. Just really one of the things that kind of bugs my eyes on some of my flies is that they're not some of them aren't like perfectly not like perfectly obviously, but like not as symmetrical because I feel like I possibly could get them. And so I'm really trying to check both sides at all times. I usually do try to keep an eye out on it and the camera. I need to get better at tucking the fibers. I definitely feel it. Oh, I missed my scissors. Hey David, how you doing today? Tonight? Doing another one of those super silver minnows. On warm water fly tire. And again, let me know if you recommended that. Appreciate it. I just, for the life of me, and I apologize, I can't remember exactly who said to check them out. Ooh. Looks like there's green in it, and there isn't. Like, see that? That looks almost like chartreusey because of the. I love this color combination. I really. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with that green and a flank on top. So, David, if you're still here, yesterday tied this up, which is the first few steps. Jeez, how did my hands get so dirty? Just sitting back here. So, tied this up yesterday with the French tinsel that's braided and then laid flat. I just really gotta get better at varnishing and coating because I feel like if I was able to get a clearer coat on after, it would look even scalier because the clear varnish, especially like super clear stuff for UV resin, has a little bit of a magnifying effect, I find. I used to make a ton of UV resin, like jewelry, all kinds of stuff. Alright. 1:15 in the morning. I meant to say the time a second ago. Forgot to look up. Alright, I can breathe again. Oops. Really help. Okay. I'll just sneak some glue in here. Ooh, first, let me put the lid back on. Okay. Alright, come on. Very. Alright. Oh no. Like pushing thread down. Okay. Got up to this point. Oops, excuse me. Sorry about that. Now, that's probably the part that I'm the most nervous about. Trying to figure out how to go about this. To be honest. Excuse me. This will try to. Maybe I'll try to get fold it off the feather, just like to get a little bit of a net, like a curve. Try to. I wish there was a feather bender. Um, so try to get this like a little more cupped. Hi, as it describes. You know what? If I hold it with tweezers, like the rib, and pull the barbs down, maybe that's how I can do it. Mm-hmm. Alright. Sorry. Just very, very focused on trying to figure out exactly how to go about this, because it's a little uneven, the feather. But I'm trying to make it work. Alright, guys. Okay. Oh, I miss my bodkin so much, because I could just, like, get a nail and, like, maybe try to file it a little smoother. No. Oh, yeah. Kinda helps. Okay. Why is it just not right? One moment. Okay, let me, like, maybe stand up. I'm spending enough time on it. It's okay. Just can't seem to get it. Like, I can't get cupped at all. Just can't get it. It's a little frustrating at the moment, because we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Ooh, the, the tired hit me. Got up very early. Had to be at the appointment 15 minutes early, and the appointment was at 10:30, which isn't too early, but had to like wake up. I was ice cold, pouring rain. Ay, what the hell happened? I'm not a fan of how flat it's looking, but really don't know what happened. But must have hit the thread on the thing. Oh gosh. As soon as like that exhaustion hits, I start fumbling hard. I really do. Wish we could go on a walk or something. I'm just going to I just don't know what I did right there. I'm very dizzy tired. I'm hungry. I end up making this soup tonight. I'm gonna try to make my dad bean soup. And I haven't really went to the store, so gotta definitely get creative. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I just fumbled, I guess. There it goes. Okay. What a mess. Okay, the next coat will make it smooth as can be. But I really wonder if there's any ways to cup the feathers, because I just can't really get them to. Got decent at manipulating hackle feathers a little bit, but for some reason I really gotta go find a bodkin though, because like without a pokey thing I'm struggling. It's amazing how much use that comes in. However, first attempt at a super silver minnow, but not really there, not nearly. Like, I just really gotta get better at these feathers for sure. It's just I can't get it to just like stay. Well, first attempt at a super silver minnow. Found the pattern on warm water fly tires. My bad. Fly tire. Put this. And here is this with and use the braided cord again. The braided. Gosh, I also look filthy, but they're not. They're just stained, I guess, from moving a bunch of stuff. Anywho, hope y'all have a beautiful light infantry as a. Oh wow, David White, that's really awesome. I never know if thanking people for their service is something that they like cringe at or appreciate, because I really want to make a barbecue that's vets, civilians, active servicemen. Let's see, what else is there? It was like the emphasis was vets and civilians and like bridging the gap. And like it would just be really sick to learn all kinds of stuff. And like maybe people feel like they get even more out of their training, because that is so much knowledge and like implementation of the human body that, like, a lot of it I feel like what a treat it would be to know. And, like, knots, like first aid stuff, and how to carry someone on your shoulder. That's all stuff that, like, the everyday person should know. You can fish and, like, grill and eat fruits. I appreciate that. Sugar really, really is a beast, Eric, for real. My mom's diabetic, and let me just, we went to the store, just walked to the store to get a bag of ice, and had to go back for something, and left her in the front of the store for like 2 seconds, and by the time I got back, like 2 seconds, just ran and grabbed a bag of ice, she somehow, like, got and bought a piece of caramel and was sitting there. I thought she was chewing ice. This sugar is a real deal. It took me a while to stop putting it in my coffee because I do drink a lot of coffee. However, now I don't even really crave the sugar in it. Let me think on that. I don't think so. See, my mom is one of those people. She has quite a few siblings. Her sister passed away, the rest in peace. So she was always like a little too busy for her own health. And she actually didn't know she was diabetic until Blue, rest in paradise, also. His tusk kind of jabbed my mom's shin, and she got an infection from it. Holy shucks. She went to the hospital, and they're like, what are you doing for your diabetes? And she's like, what diabetes? And that's how she found out she was diabetic. And she has the biggest sweet tooth out of anybody I've ever met. And anytime you need something from the store, she is down. And I think the little caramels are what's not even kidding. Oh my god, there's something. There's a spider. There's a spider in Code's car. A brown recluse. Not exaggerating. Haven't seen one in person. And could not believe my eyes. I don't even think I got a picture. That's how traumatizing that was. Essentially jumped out of the car. Yeah, what a way to find out. Yeah. So in a way, Blue saved my mom's life. She actually, I think you're here, but she had to go to the hospital via ambulance the other day. Actually, twice since I've been here, because obviously there's like a lot of stressful with like my dad. That's like her everything, and just like hasn't been doing her insulin properly, and she overdid her insulin. Come to find out, she gets these like pens now, instant release insulin. But I realized something. I'm like, oh my lord. She thinks that if she has too much sweets, she could just use this pen. And I think that's what was happening. Like, you know, well, if God forbid I have too many sweets, I have this pen just in case. Because it's bad. So it's like 24-hour supervision right now until the sugar cravings disappear, which I don't think they will. Because I actually, and of course I'm exaggerating about supervision, but yeah, just making sure. She reads the sugar amounts because some things are very surprising. Like root beer, 72 grams of sugar. Am I completely healthy? mentally or no, just kidding. Yeah, I did scar my lungs long ago. I lived alone, and you know, sometimes would just do the stupidest things possible, like tie-dyeing clothes with bleach in an enclosed space, and wondered why I couldn't finish a breath and I was yawning every 2 seconds because I guess like my brain was so starved for oxygen it was forcing myself to yawn. It was forcing my body to yawn. But yeah, there's that was, I think that's it. But no diabetes, not that I know of. I really hope not. Every now and then, my dad will like test his sugar out of curiosity and solidarity, you know, she's gotta prick herself all the time. But I'll go to do it and I almost tested my blood sugar, but I couldn't find the strip. There's an extra strip because I knocked on the hook, but I couldn't bring myself to hit the button like at all. So I very much feel for diabetics for sure. And I've already been trying to learn as many recipes that produces as much food for as little cost as possible. And like I mean, if you cut up like a few potatoes, an onion, and a green pepper, that's already a huge pot, and then like there's some eggs on it or sausage. Like, yeah. To be honest, I don't remember the last time I went to a doctor. When I moved to the swamp, I like very far from anything. It's a really good dentist out there, but I'm sure it's also totally different. Gosh, been gone for a month. I can't imagine how many more buildings they've erected in the middle of the Florida swamp. Oh god, I have a bad feeling about that place. I feel like they're gonna like force everyone out there or something. There's all this mass housing in the middle of nowhere, and they're so expensive. 900,000 like for a 2-story house in a gated community, or I don't know how you would describe it. It's a new city. It's called hey Clarissa, how you doing today? I really appreciate that. I've been wanting to give this one a go ever since I've seen it, and I still have a lot of improving to do. So next time I'm going to dig through the feathers a little harder. I think if I start one now, I'm just going to it's gonna come out a little sloppy. But here, let me refill my cup. And there was something else I want to try. I need to write this stuff down. I always, like if there's something I want to try, like the braided tinsel or something like that, I try to at least do it on stream, because then, I don't know. I think, I don't know. But the next thing I haven't engaged in at all is using marabou to not only provide the tail, but wrapping the excess around the body, which always looks really fuzzy and perfect, really. So I didn't know that CapCut was owned by TikTok. I had downloaded that once, but never used it. I don't edit like, I mean I edit like footage together, but I don't edit like special effects and that kind of thing. So I can get by with UCut, and I've used that pretty much this entire time. I think entirely this entire time. And it's pretty, and it's free. You can export 4K or what have you. Wanted to mention that just in case. So 152. So gee. Probably gonna sleep in tomorrow. I have a feeling it's gonna be cold and rainy. So Code has a patch of Florida swamp, and for the last few years I've been trying to help plant it up with anything edible, medicinal, interesting, or like with folklore, like or history to it. But the to fund it, I would sell the excess plants. However, it just was too far for people out there, which more than happy to ship someone anyone mulberry cuttings, moringa seeds. I don't think any of the trees that I've planted produce seeds yet, but there's a moringa tree down the street that has seeds on it. I really appreciate that global reset. It constantly practicing. I really don't want to stop because I really love that. God, I cannot wait to get this down. Because the tail and then the body, so it's like this. It's really nice little setup. The most cleverly engineered designs, anything that I've really had any amount of experience with. Just kind of want to. I mean, when it's wet, I just gotta learn how to cup it, cup the feather. So maybe. God, it was so cold today that I felt like I was like doing crunches or something or sit-ups. I mean, it's so cold where it feels like an ab workout. That was today. Cold and rainy. Cool. Oh, you erase that. Oh, no. Those were neat. Oh, definitely hope, yeah, hoping to sleep good tonight. Alright. Somewhere I wrote down last night. Really fun. Alright, so there is the second attempt. Well, the first go, I just really liked that stage or step of the super silver minnow. Well, my attempt anyway. Still very much a beginner, so still just only getting there, you know. Barely made it past the welcome sign. kind of. So I'm really excited on this, and please do not hesitate. And got piles of stuff in right now, like while I'm still in the fiddling around stage of learning, which I plan on being here for the rest of my life. Here's the one that I attempted to recreate, one of Lefty Cray's flies that was sent to, and it seems so big, but it has so much, and it's so minimal. I really want to make really small ones to make sabiki. I can't figure out what knot I read Palomar, but so okay. Sabiki line, and then the hooks are attached. A lot of times the hooks are just glued on, but I need to know what, I guess like just a clinch knot for the hook itself, because that keeps it pretty, you know. But the knot on the like main line, like what to use for that to keep it, you know, orientated and not cocked or sad, oriented. Gotta stop pulling hooks out. My magnet's full. Oh, well. But please do never hesitate, 'cause I got, you know. And some of these are like ones that I made when I very much have no idea what I was doing, which still don't. I'll be honest, probably never will. But that's what I'm most excited about, is because I really wanted something to engage with that's like constant. Your hands are busy constantly and your mind is busy constantly. It triggers every sense that can absorb beauty. Really, for real though. But I'm happy to send anybody anything. Just address it up by a post office, and like small ones like a stamp, and God forbid, I mean, if it gets lost, I'll just keep it simple and just put 5. Because if your say this package got lost, Etsy bracelet, and I loaded it up with stuff and put a bunch of stamps on it, and that's the first and only package that's ever gotten lost. I have pictures of it. I did a missing mail, what's it? Reported missing mail, but not there. I just have to remake it. I just don't have any of the copper stuff with me. But got lots of things that really right now are just sitting here, because I haven't been able to break away to test anything, because I have no ways of being sure if proportions are proper, which they aren't. But that's the step that I'm really trying to pay attention to this time, or now, because attaching the materials, at least I could hold the stuff without, you know, dropping things. Taking it slow because, you know, I'll be here for a while, so I'm not rushing it. I try to rush every craft that I engage in, and I wonder why I lose interest in it, or fall out of practice, or just get too overwhelmed by it. Like crochet, I was convinced I was gonna crochet every single belonging from then on, but I crocheted some keychains, a net or two, and a little bag, and that's it. Certainly no sweaters like I had hoped, but yeah, but I don't know. I wish really want this to just have a little bit more. I think tomorrow I'm going to stick with this pattern just until I can get it but I don't think there's any appointments tomorrow, so I'll probably be on a little earlier, depending on what's going on. I know I really gotta get busy here, cause gotta just dust everything. It's an old house, so gotta dust everything. Cause chemo and radiation, I can't imagine that's very good for one's immune system. My dad's like not into dust, so allergies, allergic to dust. Not into dust. Excuse me. MBTI. Let me see what that is. Oh. I think I did one of these quizzes a long time ago, but I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. I did one a long time ago. Another decent quiz is to find out what your dosha is. Well, what dosha is out of whack. Ayurveda is like the ancient Indian preventative, like based on the individual school of, I guess, health and well-being, and still practice today. But oh, there's the feathers. Jeez. The there's you got 3 doshas, and when one's out of balance, it shows in certain ways, and you want to be tridosha and like harmony with one another. And I used to go to an Ayurvedic doctor, and I was very lucky because I was very broke, but I made jewelry, and she happened to like it, so she let me trade like a pair of earrings for each visit. Each visit, a pair of earrings, and really, really awesome woman from France. And my Vata dosha, so she recommended meat, beef. Can't remember if it was fresh or saltwater, fish, and seafood that she recommended, but spicy, hot, fresh, warm foods to avoid salads, and yeah, and raw vegetables. Avoid anything cold, and just stick to hot and like that's the type of foods that I gravitate towards naturally too. So it's interesting, and the Vedas. Ayurveda, at least I do want the Rig Veda. I know Ayurveda is just part of it. Rig Veda. I've never had a copy of it or like sifted through online versions. But I really like the stuff that has the immediate, like physical stuff, like food, to be honest, and incenses or anything like that, because it's something that like you can experience yourself. And you could travel time and the world to be it. I really like what my I was watching these videos. It's just like it'll be a Vietnamese woman like fishing and doing all that stuff. I'm watching it for like 6 hours today with them, which I watch a lot of those videos, especially there's just, I don't know, there's a lot you can learn from them, and it's quiet, so you can focus on like exactly what people are doing. I know it's just like for visuals, but no, it's jam-packed with like information. And how she like, this one lady floods or has this little culvert dug out, and then she'll like plug it up and it's full of fish. A lot of them are fake, the videos, but been getting lucky and finding really legit ones, because gotta relax now. Relaxing is very important for him right now, and that is probably the most ideal content. I wish I thought about those videos. It'll be someone quietly, like, just doing the most beautiful things. And in the most beautiful places. And some are like hyper staged. It's just like silly. There's one that was like you could just tell. Yeah. Some are genuinely very, very beautifully captured. But I think the exhaustion hit me. I hope the dredging is completed soon enough, because I hope it. No, never mind. Because the inlet has that permanent dredger because it's an inlet and it needs a permanent. Okay. It's like, oh dear. What happens if it's like this spot? I'm like, oh, it's fine inlet. Anyway. I just can't get over the spadefish all at the top of the water. And yeah, hoping that's that completes soon, because the pier is right there, and I really want to start capturing small fish and eating the small fish or bait fish. Like, the store today had blue runner, and that's a really common bait fish here. And like, I want to get into eating the smaller bait fish, less heavy metals, less all that. So maybe fried, or so I've been looking for a wok, like a round bottom wok, and either preferably with a heating element, so I can use it anyway, just plugged in, if, like, fire. But going to try to find some help cutting into a propane tank. Been wanting to do this for a really long time. So I can find it like a small wok, not the ones with the one handle, the one with two handles for like weight distribution. Because propane tank, propane tank. Propane tank, cut a hole, like cut the nozzle off and out and cut a hole in the tank itself, and then cut a big hole in the side so you could stuff wood in it, and the wok will sit on top of where the handles are, right? So I really have to get that. What? Wild. Not very too. So, think code. I just rendered that you're. I was wondering if you're still awake or not. Never made any. Man, I just can't get over how cold it was at the store. I did finally find. I've been looking for these for a while to get even more calcium, like water-based life forms within my diet, and I've been wanting to try them for a long time. Is well, I've had like the rice seasoning for I don't want to mess up and say the wrong Japanese word. That's a very dicey. um, so, just dehydrated baby shrimps, and used as a seasoning. Is it furikake? Because there's shibari and shibori, which are two very different things. And yeah. Yeah, code's been non-stop, and hoping soon to get more Kento streams going because more people could join them. Could have one guest on stream as is, or like FaceTime, but with Kento we'll be able to have unlimited guests, could share your mic, keyboard, camera, anything. It's gonna be a treat. Build rooms. One moment. Well, I'm gonna like do my coffee or refill my cup. I don't think I did that yet, but y'all, I'll be back in a few minutes. I think that's the cat. Holy shit. Gosh. The shit you'll find out. The shit you'll find out in the middle. Anyway. It's just, you know, when things get real in families, they're still like the funny. Anyway. Good night, y'all. I hope everyone has a beautiful night and a beautiful day tomorrow and the every day after. I have no idea what tomorrow will bring, but it's definitely gonna be here at some point, and usually here every day during the week, and sometimes the weekends, but sometimes I disappear for a few days, but always here during the weekend. So please do feel free to never hesitate. Please feel free to never hesitate. If there's any pattern you would like to see or have, because I don't know when I'll be able to, like, you know, have time, and still trying to save up for a setup anyways, a saltwater setup, so I got time, but I don't need piles of flies, so if you'd like any, please I guess give me your address somehow and I'll ship it out. But Eric, happy night. Couldn't feeling off to work today. It's my cheat day and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy the ice cold beer on this blazing Cape Town summer's day. Much love to everyone. Right on. That is a badass statement to be able to make. That is pretty sweet. Traveling with United States. How are you doing today? Tonight. And it's 2:31 here in Southeast Florida. Been staying with my parents for the past month. Helping, like, medically, I guess, or whatever. But been intense. I have my stool. So it's all cool. So, anywho, I hope everyone has a beautiful night. Group Cooper, have a beautiful night. Cool. We'll talk to you shortly. Eric, happy trails. And everyone else is still here. Ooh! I always accidentally hit something. I don't know. Okay. So, pretty good. Off now, but here every day during the week, so shall be here at some point tomorrow. I'm gonna try this again. If not, or if I don't run into something else. I got a decent amount of stuff, so. But also, if anybody, I do want to look up palmetto patterns because that is pretty ideal for this area. I don't know why my mind hasn't gone there yet. Pretty dead on for this area, Southeast Florida. Palmetto bugs, but I hope everyone has a beautiful night. Right on. I am this is gonna be difficult. My parents wake up really early, so it is sometimes difficult. I'm at the night owl, so that's sometimes difficult, but I have a little catching up to do because I planned on doing that last night, but I went to sleep too late, and so in the last 2 days, I think I've had like 4 hours of sleep, and maybe, I don't know, I have no idea. Time is thoroughly fluid right now for me, but it's okay. And hoping tomorrow is a little warmer though, because that was painful, and I don't know why I'm still here. Is there anything else? There's a little butter churny thing, but I feel like I'll knock a bunch of stuff down. Another oil thing. This one's so big that I didn't notice it compared to the others in there. But more. I really like the like, alright, is it point of view? You're the Tin Man. I know. Oh, just kidding. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Okay. Good night, y'all. Fire extinguisher? Yeah, it is very reminiscent of a fire extinguisher. It's a oil can. There's a bunch of little ones. There's a feather stuck to me. When I was a kid, I used to pretend these were Morse code things. Because you have to realize the stuff that my parents was just like a lot of like I don't know, like you know, like I guess like action stuff still, and westerns. Anyway, good morning, turkey. Very nice. That has some of that beautiful piece of land. Has the most beautiful food and dishes I've ever seen. Photograph. Went to a Turkish restaurant once, and it was a celebration of sorts for an opening of a pizza restaurant that was right next door, like a casual extension, and it was incredible. It was, and I had no idea. It was a oh gosh, it was called like Pizza Luna, the pizza place, Pizza Luna, and it was Tarhan Telly's family that owned it, and I wasn't sure who that was, but dude made really motorcycles, and like had a Hello Kitty one, and I'm really sweet. I don't know how my friend knew them or anything, but it was quite an interesting experience. Old West Palm Beach, but Syracuse, very nice. Interesting. Well, anyway, I'm gonna end up staying here forever, which I kind of like. I have too much energy for the time it is, but I better like put it to like use by way of throwing some headphones on, like maybe reorganizing this area. So, but I always wanted to know what that would be like to have like a super long stream into the early hours to see exactly kind of what, you know. Yes. Because I think after this, going to move to that table, could see a little better, and I was going to do the crustacean eyes, because right now, it is resin, so it's like that, like, really fumey mess. So I wanted to wait until they were in the other room anyway, and but I got a little preparing to do. Tomorrow there's no appointments. I'm taking full advantage. I have never chilled as hard as I'm about to tomorrow. I'm convinced. I know I probably will not succeed in that because there are phone calls to be had. Gosh, it's really intense. The whole system is like a web, but like, okay, imagine a spider web, but instead of the fibers connecting at all the points, they don't. There's nothing there. There's like, and you have to jump, and they're floating, so they're like moving slightly at all times. If that's a picture, you can see, but or like in Harry Potter, I haven't really seen many of the Harry Potter movies in completion, but like the staircases that are always moving, that as an analogy fits really well for a lot of things, and I think that is one. High key is glaring. Oh yeah, so sorry. So I'm not working on anything anymore. If the farther away it gets, the worse it gets. That's pretty interesting. But I don't need it at all anymore. But anyway, I'm heading off anyway because it is 2:40 in the morning here, and the main thing I plan to do is sleep because that's the main thing I haven't been able to do, like sound for a while. And yeah. If anybody has any movie ideas that my mom said at one point it looked like there was a UFO. So, anywho, I hope everyone has a beautiful night. If there's any movies, please let me know because that's essentially the main thing I've been doing. I'm thinking about trying to get to Walmart to like get a crochet needle to make a net or something. So I need like one other craft that I can sit during the in-betweens. Because if Reman's about to start, that's like intense. I'm gonna feel like on call or something. But thankfully it's just a targeted treatment, so it shouldn't be too brutal. Anyway, on that note, happy trails. What do I like? I like pretty much everything on this planet, honestly. A river runs through it. I think I took a screenshot so I can remember. I don't have my little notebook. Just switch it off. Yeah, I know. This is, become a really, really nice little spot to hang out. So, plus. Yeah, I usually take us a good 45 minutes to get off the phone with my mom after the first goodbye. I think it's like genetics. Alright, have a chance.